We break it all down. The Vault Studio, the best show in town. Best show in town. Best show in town. Lights on, mic check. Game time, let's go. Jay George, Scotty running the show. Rock on the mix, keeping it tight. NFL talk every day, every night.
It did its little. Sorry, guys. It did a little. Did its little revert thing where it goes back to another sound. So Facebook, YouTube, and
shout out to Lockie Kemp keeping us on.
Yeah, on your Lockie, big Bills boy, you'll be happy. Yeah. So people on the other, not the TikTok, download the Sporting Globe app. Go to your personal information. Change the sponsorship club to the Vault Studio, and then when you spend money. When you spend money, get after it.
It will help us.
It goes towards us and gives us points.
And we're using it we're putting it all back into the podcast, so we have a better product for you guys. So
now there is going to be a giveaway. I'm going to announce it tomorrow. We'll be doing a giveaway for anyone that signs up and sends us a screenshot of them signed up and that they're following us on one social media. There'll be a mini helmet giveaway. I haven't decided which one. There's a few goodies that I'm. It's like letting go of your child. It's like I don't know which one I want to give away, but there's some good ones. So I'm going to make sure it's a good one for the first one. So I'm not going to give you Isaiah Simmons, Arizona Cardinals mini helmet because I do have that. If anyone wants one, let me know. But yeah, so we'll be doing that giveaway tomorrow. Let's get to the Thursday night football game though. Bills 10-point winners over the Dolphins.
This was a sneaky good game.
Dolphins, they're fighting.
I don't think they lost any fans with the way they played. Dolphins took it to them. They didn't lay down. They didn't say, "Oh shit, it's just the Bills." You know, it's in Buffalo. We're going to get smashed. Who cares? They played well.
It just tells you like division games are so hard to predict because you look at the
Yeah, man. The teams know each other so well.
week one they get railroaded and then they play the Patriots and the Bills, both division teams, and the difference in how they played. Now that could be a sign for the season. They are 0-3 now, so it's technically only 4 teams have ever made playoffs from being 0-3, and a team's never made the Super Bowl from starting 0-3.
I don't think the Miami Dolphins are going to be one of those teams, for what it's worth.
Unfortunately, statistically, your playoff season is over, which sucks. But you showed some fight. Tua, I think I jinxed him because I said Tua's actually dealing it, and then he threw an
shit out of
interception
him.
the next play, which was such a bad pass from him. And his press conference was even worse when they were asking him, knowing what you know now, would you throw it again? He was like, yeah, it was the right read.
Well, it's a play that they ran a few times, and then the Bills are like, okay, well, we're going to give you this look.
Yeah.
So your number one option's gone, and then you're going to instinctively just throw it underneath.
Yeah.
The linebacker knew it was coming. So,
Yeah, it was a great play. The Bills hung in there. They were a bit dinged up on defense, but I just think every time I was never worried about the Bills in this game because every time they needed to do something, Josh Allen, James Cook, they just got it done. Every time they had to.
I don't disagree, but I'll say this though: if that roughing the kicker on that punt on 4th and 2 doesn't happen, and they punt the ball away, it's what was it, 21-all at that point? It was 21-all at that point.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
it's 21-all, and Miami get the ball back, and you don't know what's going to happen from there.
Well, probably Tua would throw it.
And it was only like, I don't know what was left at that point. I think it was only like 7 minutes left or something at that point. Like 21-all.
Still wouldn't
with
be
the ball.
betting against Josh
No,
Allen,
I wouldn't be betting against them either, but you get my point though,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like they were, up until that point, they were in a position to win that game. They were toe-to-toe with Buffalo. And I guess the bigger point I'm trying to make is that against good teams like that, you can't make when you're clearly a sub-level team on talent and overall play and coaching and all of the above, you can't make those mistakes. You can't rough the kicker on a 4th and 2. Play it safe, get the ball back, drive the field, and even if you score a field goal, like it makes it interesting. And then, 28-21 at that point they're Miami are driving the field to potentially tie, and you can't throw a pick in the red zone, man. No. You just can't do it.
No. And then from that point on, it was over because you knew the Bills were going to drain clock, at least get a field goal. They missed a field goal earlier as well. The Bills. They weren't at their best. You could tell they had taken Miami a little bit lightly, particularly on defense. They didn't think they had a lot.
Well, I think both teams just did the just a bit of a dunk offense. It was just like everything was underneath. Everything was very safe. It was like get through the game unscathed. And these Thursday night games, like the teams really do hate playing them because it's a full 5-day turnaround. So
I would, as a player, Thursday night games would be the absolute worst. As a fan, I think they're awesome, but as a player, I would fucking hate them.
Yeah, I'd have a game every day of the week. That's as a fan. That's how selfish I am.
I mean, that's
the play. It's for a league that talks a lot about safety and stuff. Rolling teams around off a 4 or 5 day break for Thursday night games is.
And
that's not the safest.
And that's not even like taking into account the Christmas time when there's like a Wednesday Christmas game, and then you're like, oh, hang on, you got Sunday, Wednesday, or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. Remember the Chiefs had to play 3 games in like 10
9 days.
Like,
yeah.
Also, fuck the Chiefs. Yeah.
You were just waiting.
I mean,
I gave it to you. It was a little layup.
But yeah, shout out to the Dolphins. You played hard, but the Bills roll on 3-0. They're setting themselves up.
That division was stitched up before a ball had been snapped anyway, so it doesn't really
I believe they get the Jets next week. Is that no? They played the Jets last week. What am I talking about?
Miami.
No, do the Bills?
No, the Bills played the Jets last week.
Yeah, they played the Jets last week. So yeah,
I think they've got they got a cakewalk. I think it might be Arizona or the Saints.
Tommy's going to tell us in 5 seconds. I can see him already doing the work.
I think it's the Saints.
Saints would be nice for him. Another get right game for the Bills.
It is the Saints.
The Saints. There you go.
Saints at home
in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a pretty good start.
Coming off a mini bye.
Pretty good start.
Yeah, basically it'll be a nice little break. Yeah. I mean,
Josh Allen, his nose looks a bit dinged up. He's not as handsome as he normally is. Still very handsome.
Didn't look great, did it?
No,
it was pretty funny when he came out. I know it was old news, but when he came out, he said he's the 3rd Bosa brother.
Yeah,
that was great.
That's pretty funny. I like that. And these guys.
Then they got the Pats in Buffalo week after, another division game.
Oh wow! So they'll potentially be 5-0.
They should.
Well, I think they're going to end up having at least 14 wins. So
I think on my prediction, I had them for 15 wins.
Yeah. I think
they'll be eyeing off that 1 seed big time. They'll be licking their lips at the moment, especially with the Chiefs.
And so it doesn't matter. This game doesn't matter to them. The only thing that matters to them is the W.
Yep,
no one's
agreed.
going to remember, oh, Miami tried really hard.
and
They
health,
won by 10
obviously.
points. And health. So
Yep.
they got away with it. So preview of we're into week 3.
Oh, let's get some good games this week. We were talking about it before.
I believe this is my game because my phone's on the TikTok, so I'm going to struggle. But this is the Atlanta Falcons at the Carolina Panthers. I'm going to straight up say it. This is a danger game.
Can we
for the
color
Falcons.
code these so we know?
Yeah, I can do it next week. ChatGPT can probably do it for me.
Yeah.
Just make your own list.
Next-
Far out, Scott.
Yeah, God, Scott, get some professionalism.
Oh.
So I think this is a bit of a trap game for the Falcons. They've won. I know that the Vikings win was solid, but the Vikings really struggled
Solid?
defensively. Well, they won. They won by 14 points or something in the end.
Yeah, okay.
They kicked a lot of field goals.
Yeah.
They've cut Koo now. They've
Yeah,
cut him.
he's gone.
He's released. So
He
they're
gone.
rolling with their new kicker, who's Parker, I think his name is.
Hey, he makes that kick and they're 2-0, man.
Yeah,
So, like,
100%.
you know, internally, they're thinking they're going to roll into Panther and into Carolina and roll the Panthers.
I just think from what I've seen of the Falcons defense, first game against the Bucks, when Baker needed to play well, he was able to do what he needed to do, and they were very rusty and looked a bit sloppy. The Bucks still looked a bit sloppy, but they've been a bit sloppy on offense. And then the Vikings, their lack of quarterback play, it killed them. They could not do anything. And it was the same against the Bears, except for that one quarter where McCarthy played really well. So
Fair.
I don't think the Falcons defensively have been tested by an offense that's kind of in rhythm.
And they're probably not going to get tested again.
Well, if we get Bryce Young and the Panthers of that fourth quarter against Arizona,
No, I don't see it.
No.
they can do
How
something.
many penalties were in that fourth quarter?
There was a lot. There was a lot.
I'm not saying the
but-
refs like
but Bryce Young
Jesus.
played very well in that fourth quarter. Like he
was-
looked
yeah.
much better
Boys,
than he has for the
Boys,
year.
boys,
I know you're off.
put a fucking line through Bryce Young.
No, I said I'm holding on to a slight
Put a
hope.
fucking line through him. He's
But I
done.
just think the Falcons, I don't think they're that good. And I think they're going to think that they are much, much, much better than the Panthers. And that
and they are.
shock them.
They are much
No,
better.
they're not. They're both bottom dwellers.
And
They're
it's
better than the Panthers.
in division
Flip
division
it,
game on the road. That's it. We talked about it. Stranger things have happened. This is an upset alert. I'm not in saying that. I think the Falcons are going to win. I think they're too good. I think Bijan Robinson's probably going to be the best running back in football this year.
I wonder what the line is for
The
this
way
one.
he's
But-
looked
so,
for the
Tommy,
first
can you
2
get the
weeks.
lineup, please?
Any different opinion on? So I think the Panthers will be a bit friskier than what we think, but I think the
No,
Falcons.
I do agree
defensively,
with
I think
that.
they'll be friskier than,
Yeah.
than perhaps I'm giving
it's
it
an
credit
upset
for.
alert.
But offensively, no.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, they're definitely going to be a home dog, but I don't think this is
So the line is
5.5 points. Jesus.
Wow.
5.5 point home dogs. that's great.
That is a fucking indictment, isn't it?
Yeah, so I say it just feels division games. They're always a chance, and
Yeah.
I don't think Atlanta are as good as what a lot of people think.
No, yeah.
I'd be taking the plus there. I reckon Atlanta probably only going to win by 3 or 4 points. I'll take the
Yeah,
plus there.
Carolina plus. Yeah.
Anyone else different opinion on this? It's not the most
No,
exciting.
I do tend to agree with everything you said there. No need to repeat it all, but yeah, I think Carolina are a little bit friskier. I'm very low on the Falcons. If no one's noticed, I think
Yes, you hate them.
they're dog shit. They won
Did the
last
Falcons
week.
kick your dog or something at
Nah,
one point? Because you're
my dog
real off on them.
My dog's got way more heart than them. No, but they're just like they rush 5 against a bad quarterback, and yeah, sure, that's good coaching, but that's not sustainable against good teams.
Yeah, and said they might.
You
be able to
rush
do
5
it.
against
They might be
ev-
able to do it against Bryce Young.
They might be able to do it against Bryce Young.
And
Yeah,
they will.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
All right, next game we have on the board. I think this is
Oh, it's
Scotty's
me.
game.
So I've got Green Bay going to Cleveland. This one is pretty grim for Cleveland. They're playing probably the best defense in the league at the moment.
No, Cleveland are the best defense in the league. Statistically, they are. They're not Cleveland number 1 defense.
Yes,
Against
plays that count.
total and against the run and against the pass as well. I'm pretty sure against all 3, they're number 1. Tommy's going to look that up for us, but I'm pretty sure they're the number 1 defense.
How do you give
round.
up 40 points to the Ravens and be the best defensive?
I told you a lot of it wasn't defensively. A lot of those scores
There's
were
short fields and
short
stuff like
fields
that.
and torn
So
turnovers.
yardage. Well, here it is. There, they're the points per game. That's offensively.
Yeah.
Does it have
No,
defense?
but I think that
No, Tommy's going to find it for us.
Yep.
Don't worry.
offensively, they obviously don't have the firepower to keep up with what Green Bay can, what we expect them to do.
Yeah.
And defensively, Green Bay have just been lights out. And
So
yeah,
Browns number 1.
Number one.
Told you.
That's yardage. Isn't it?
yeah, that's just yards. But
Next, go down. And against the run, they're really strong. And against the pass, they're really strong too.
Well, they're going to be really good against the.
Against the run too.
And number one against the run. There you
See?
go. Shout out to
Told
them.
you.
Good
Well-
call, Georgie.
Told you. They're good.
We'll see. We'll see because they're going against a really good Packers offense, and this is going to be a test. And there's no firepower on the offense for the Browns. They've got nothing.
Flacco is just.
Judkins looks okay, but
Can we discuss how is Judkins not being suspended?
I think it's all getting looked at now because he signed his contract late. I don't know. I agree.
Outrageous.
Why is he allowed to play when he signs his contract and they're like, oh, well, now that he signed his contract, we have to do our internal review. It's like, hang on, put it all on pause. There's a lot of videos out there that we all saw enough.
It's such a terrible look. They do such a poor job in these situations.
They don't give
The
a fuck.
NFL, yeah,
The
they don't
NFL.
care.
They
They
don't
don't
give a
care.
fuck.
That's why.
They're bigger than the fucking law. They don't care.
It's just, it blows.
Sorry
my
for
mind.
swearing on everyone on TikTok. I know
It,
TikTok people get upset.
it blows my mind that I don't think TikTok people do. I think TikTok does. It blows my mind
You're all
that
the same.
they haven't dealt this. They haven't dealt a suspension to him yet. But I'm looking forward. I think we're going to see Jordan Love hit a few of those deep passes because that's
Yeah.
what he's been missing the first couple of weeks. That's what I'm looking for.
He
in this
has.
game.
He has. Yes.
I want to see him get over the top. And maybe not the easiest defense to do it against, but they've got the caliber. They've had the plays. That it's not like they've played bad teams the first 2 weeks either. They've got the caliber to do it. They need to just start connecting on those big plays because that's what's going to put Love up a level because that's what's missing from him.
I will say this about Green Bay. Offensively, they've been playing with their food a little bit the last couple of weeks.
I have.
And they're just sort of letting teams hang around a little bit too much. And to be a top tier team that can make a deep playoff run, even a Super Bowl run, you got to, especially against bad teams like Cleveland, you got to put them away and put them away early.
Yeah, that's what we're looking.
This
to do.
game should be over. On paper, this game should be over at quarter time.
Yeah,
I would
It should
expect
be.
this
That should
game
be
to
up-
be pretty much over in the third drive.
17 to nothing at quarter time is what it should be.
that's what I'm expecting them to score
Yeah.
on their first 2 or 3 drives
Yep.
and just blow them out of the water. But I say Cleveland fight. I just don't know how Cleveland are going to score enough points to maybe upset.
No, they
I-
can't. It'll just be a case of trying to limit them scoring.
They would
I
have
think-
to get lucky.
I
to
think
do it.
Cleveland's defensive stats are inflated because of the first game with
Burrow.
with the Bengals. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause that'll-
Well, the Bengals they had 7 yards and a half.
yeah,
Like,
true. That
Potentially, yeah.
makes a big
Potentially.
difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is one dominant team going against a team that's spiraling into a rebuild. So this is going to be a bloodbath, I think.
I think so too. Yeah. All right. Next game, which is Georgie Boys game.
Ooh.
We've got the Texans at the
Oh,
Jags.
I think this is
Oh, just
mine.
you again.
That's
This is
Sorry.
mine.
Sorry, ChatGPT. I thought they did them in order. Scotty.
Yeah, so this is a huge game for the Texans going into the game 0 and 2.
This is their season.
Yeah, and Jacksonville, as we said in the recap episode, that they really choked and gave up an opportunity to take a stranglehold on the division.
They should be 2-0.
And obviously the Colts are 2-0. So this is a get right game for the Texans and a statement game for the Jaguars. So there's a lot riding on this, especially being so early in the season.
This is a
I'd like to
playoff game
see-
for the Texans. Because I just said before, if you go 0-3 in the NFL,
You're done.
you 4 times teams have made the playoffs after going 0-3, and they've never won.
I think the Texans are one of them.
Yeah, I
Actually,
think that might be, and the
Yeah.
Bengals are one too. In recent, and that obviously going to an extra game has helped that statistic.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's been an extra game for 4 years now, I think,
Yeah, it's been a while.
and there's only been 2 teams from going 0-3. So now 0-4 is now that you're dead.
Yeah.
But 0-3 it's a long way back. And if they lose this game, Jaguars go to 2-1 in the division, and then if the Colts win, all of a sudden you're 2.5 games behind the Jags.
I don't
Yeah.
think Jaguars go 2-1 in the division.
Sorry,
they beat-
2-1
they beat-
record.
they beat
Record.
Carolina.
Like I say, 2-1 record.
But this is the first game for the Texans in the division, so they do have the chance to get right.
They have to get right in
Yeah.
this game. This is the biggest game of the year, from like one of the biggest games of the year in terms of a week 3 game.
Oh,
And
and
what
what massive for them.
And
Massive.
what I think the most crucial part in for the Texans is to get some sort of flow
Mhm.
and some sort of what's the word I'm looking for?
Continuity on offense.
Yeah,
Something
perfect.
going.
Get
Identity.
some- Yeah,
They look like they have no identity of what
Yep.
they actually are as an offense. Are
Yep.
they a Stroud offense? Because if you can't run the ball, and that's fine, there are plenty of teams that know they can't run the ball. It's not ideal, but you just have to go, all right, Stroud, you're the guy you're throwing it 50 times.
to be
a game.
fair, they
Simple as
should
that.
have known in June they can't run the ball because Mixon was still
Yeah.
unavailable,
Mm.
and they've gone and signed Chubb.
Yeah.
And,
So
and the O-line's terrible.
and
It's-
they really need to sort it out. So like obviously Chubb's stats have been inflated from that 25-yard gimme that Tampa Bay
Mm.
gave him. So he's at 24 attempts for 70 yards, which is not going to get the job done.
No. And just like looking at this, if you look at this from a paper thing, I would say that this is a terrible matchup for the Texans because the Jags defense is strong
Mhm.
and offensively they've looked okay. Now I know the Texans defense is really good, but I think that the Jags defense can do a lot of damage to this this Texans offense. But going on like just the momentum and like if you think with your head, yeah, Jags should be able to do some damage and not let them score a lot. But something's telling me in my gut that the Texans are going to get right. They're going to win this game. I don't want to live in a world where by week 3 we're like the Texans are done because
No,
I think they're too good for that.
Absolutely nothing that they've done on the field backs up what you're saying, though.
Yes,
This
that's what I
is-
mean. That's
this
my
is all-
head is
all
telling
the
me that they're
gut.
not going to be able to score.
This is a projection for the Texans. And,
they need
and
to outplay themselves.
This is hopes and dreams,
From
is
what we're
basically
seeing
what you're
for the
saying.
first two.
but the Jaguars haven't been
awful on offense. Like
yeah.
they've scored some points,
The-
but they've played crappy Bengals defense.
Yeah.
Which you know,
and Panthers. So
and Panthers. They've played
probably
bad
two of
teams.
the worst 5 defenses they've
And-
played already, and they're 1-1.
Brian Thomas Jr. There's something up there. I don't
Yeah.
know what's going on. He
I
doesn't.
know what it is. He just you can tell he doesn't want to get hit. He's got the
Yeah,
yips, man.
But he
He's got
wasn't
the
like
yips
that
hard.
last year. Yeah,
He wasn't.
He's got the yips. There's
I'm
something
telling
on.
you.
His attitude's down. Like they will need to. The Jaguars need to get him going. Also, I think you said in the podcast, Scotty, that a lot of Will's what's his name? I just said his name before. Brian Thomas's success was not with Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah,
So
Mac
there
Jones.
seems to be a bit of a disconnect there between them, which it'll take time. They'll get it right, but
Yeah.
they need to get that going because it's super important. I think
I-
it's super important.
I'm predicting a good Jags win. At
No,
home.
I'm actually taking the Jags too.
Jags
I,
at home for sure.
I think, like I said, it won't shock me if the Texans come out and just find a way to win because they need to. But the Jags will want this. They will want this really
Absolutely, they want
because
this.
they dropped a shitty game last week. They should be 2-0.
It's a big game for the Texans as well because they've got Tennessee at home next week.
Yeah, so you could
So they could
propel
really
your
set up
season.
the season if they get.
Yeah,
I
if
think
they win that, they're
they'll win
2-2. Yeah.
You're right back in
But-
charge.
0-3 and put a line through the Texans. I've seen nothing that makes me feel anything about them other than they're a below average franchise.
Yeah, I think that's where the defense they're very good, but offensively
They played the
terrifies me.
Rams in Tampa Bay, which are 2 borderline top 10 defenses as well. So
They're good. Yeah,
yeah, and I think that the Jags would be a step down from that. No one's ever going to call them a top 10 defense.
no, I don't think so.
They've got a lot of talent in certain areas, but they're not a complete defense. So I think this is definitely a get right game for the Texans.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. The next game we have the New York Jets visiting to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think this is my game, isn't it?
That's Georgie boys.
Oh,
Is it?
Georgie boy.
No, I didn't.
No, it's mine. It's definitely mine. Anyway,
Yeah,
I'll
it
take
is yours. It is.
So Buccaneers 2-0. Not convincingly though. Like I wouldn't say they've had last minute like game winning drives because of Baker. Like Baker's so good
for both
and-
games.
For both games, and I just can't stop laughing at people saying, "Oh, what a comeback for Baker's career," and just from
The comeback is leaving
from
Cleveland.
playing on the Browns. It's hilarious to me.
He escaped the Cleveland curse, man.
And it is wild when you think back that they went to the playoffs for the first time in how many years with Baker, won a playoff game, forced him to play injured. Then when he didn't play well, we're just like, nah, we're getting rid of you and we're bringing in Deshaun Watson for 3 first-round picks who's just been suspended for a season for, whether he did it or didn't do it. He was up to something no good. Look, he certainly wasn't a choir boy doing the right thing.
Fair.
So I'm not going to go into what he did or didn't do, but it wasn't great. And they cast him aside, and it's just blown up on the Browns.
Not only the Browns, but the Panthers cut him after playing him at safety on the scout team.
yeah.
Yeah,
He was not affiliated to any team, and then
they say he says what saved his career was when the Rams.
I was
signed
just
him
about to
that
say
day,
the Rams,
and
and then
he had to play that day. That he had 12 hours before he had to
he
get there
flew
and play and won a game.
and won the game in overtime.
Yeah.
So that was literally the turning point in his career.
Shout out to him. He's so fun. And I used to find him really unlikable. I think he's grown up that little bit now. He's still got that edge to him and that
I've always liked him.
and that bit of dog about him, but
Yeah.
he's just a bit more professional.
Yeah.
Like when he said last week, they asked him when Gardner Johnson, he was hurt, and then they said, "Oh, you look like you were hurt," and then you pop back up like what was said. And he was like, "Oh, Gardner Johnson said something, and we don't take shit." So I had to bounce up and show him.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like I'm dinged up, but I'm good to go. And
Yeah.
and then he beat him.
Yeah.
Like, it's just perfect. Like that guy
I can
that
see
John
why
Smith
you
to
might
shut
have
his
thought he
mouth.
was a bit unlikable. He was a little bit of a dickhead when he
Out of
first
college. He
came out.
was, but he's kind of grown up
He's
enough.
definitely-
There was
enjoy it now.
nothing better than when he was at
OU when he put the flag.
yeah, he put the flag in.
But
yeah.
he was just a bit of a dick.
so good. Yeah, but that's
But
so
also,
good.
he was a 20-year-old kid. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I was a
Yeah.
dickhead when I was. I mean, I'm still a dickhead now. Anyway,
We all
whatever.
are.
You're not
We
getting
all are.
arguments here.
But in terms of this game, Jets no Justin Fields, which hurts me even
Yeah.
more. They'll have Tyrod Taylor, who I
He's an okay backup. He's going to do the right
fine.
things.
He's fine.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of explosiveness on offense, which doesn't suit. Like when you have a backup quarterback in, you want to be able to run the ball, control the game.
Sure.
Well,
I don't
Hall
think
didn't
they
look
do this.
good against the Bills.
He had-
No one looked.
He had one. No one looked good against. the
No one
Bills.
looked good.
But I think the Jets are kind of what we think they are. They're in a rebuild.
Yeah.
They're going to take some time to get right. Justin Fields had one good game, one really bad game where I wouldn't blame him because the Bills just annihilated the entire team.
Mm.
Like the Jets as a team could not do anything against them. So, but in saying that, I think this is going to be like a mini Bucks offense. Get a bit right, put some points on the board. They can't just keep relying on one drive at the end of the game to win football games every week because eventually a team will score.
I
more
don't think
than
they'll
one.
have to this
Yeah.
week.
They'll
No,
get up by
it-
more than two scores.
The first home game of the year for the Bucks as well, so I think they'll be up and about for
At
that.
home,
Yeah.
2-0 with two road games going
It's
back
amazing,
home.
man.
It's huge. Like
Yeah.
people don't put enough credit on how big road games are.
They'll,
So,
they'll go to 3-0, and
I think so
that's
too.
pretty much that division locked up at that point.
I think that division was locked up in June.
locked up. If Atlanta win, they're only a game
Nah,
up on
Atlanta-
Again.
Mark
Atlanta
my
are a
words,
mile step
Atlanta
below.
are dog shit.
What about the Saints and Rat Dog? He's coming, boys. It's coming.
We'll get to him. We'll get to him.
No, I think this is Tampa's division. I think it is. I was worried about the age of their players, but all of them look good. Is it Ibuka their receiver?
Ibuka's just
Ibuka
yeah.
looks
he's really good.
He might,
Amika
be,
Ibuka.
he might not be playing this week.
Yeah, I think
He's
he might be
touch
out,
and
yeah.
go. So
Yeah.
I think he'll play and they'll just see how it goes. But yeah, he scored 3 touchdowns this year. Evans is going to get going more at one point. At some point, I believe that, and they'll get Goodwin back at some point. So
And
everything's-
McMillan halfway through the year.
and McMillan, and
Yeah.
they'll get worse back at some point too.
Yeah.
So they're going to get stronger as the season goes on.
Amen.
And they
I think
didn't run
they'll-
the ball too well last
Nah.
week with Bucky Irving, so they'll probably look to feed the run a little bit and
Especially at home. Yeah, absolutely.
and control the game. This is just going to be a business.
I'm taking Bucks. It's not going to be like a 20-point win or anything like that, but they'll just kind of stay
Probably two
scores ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That
10
sounds
to
about right.
14 points in front most of the game. And the Jets will have a bit of fight because they
Yeah.
do have a bit of fight this year, but I don't think it'll be enough, unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the
I
line?
think
What's the line? 6.5.
Yeah, it's probably fair. It's a touchdown, essentially.
yeah. They don't. Yeah,
That's about right.
That's a blowout for betting.
Yeah, that's a high line.
Yeah.
All right, next game on the agenda is the Colts
Yep.
at the Tennessee Titans.
This is my game. I'm looking for another strong performance from Indy here. I think the started the season strong. They've started well. They've got a lot of good pieces on offense. Daniel Jones is managing the game well. He's distributing. He's not turning the ball over. He's running the offense competently.
Yep.
And again, I rate Steichen. I think he's a really good coach, and I think Cam Ward's a really good rookie.
Yeah.
But I just think that they lack a lot of pieces, and I just think Indy have just got too much firepower.
JC Latham out for this game too.
Yep.
The Titans left tackle, who's a really good player.
Yeah, he's
He was-
good.
he was
Yeah.
a top 10 pick for a reason. He's solid.
Just one thing I really feel bad about the Titans, even though they found their guy, when you find your guy early on in the rebuild and you don't have the pieces around him, you're just throwing him to the wolves too
Yeah.
much.
You are
You want to have a few bits on the O line, like a young receiver, a few young bits on defense. They just don't have anything really.
They really have nothing.
No, because Pollard's he's a good running back, but he's not young. Like he's
Sure,
he's
this
probably a season away from being.
I was just about to say,
like
yeah.
a rotational guy. Like,
Yeah.
he hasn't got the step anymore that he had at Dallas.
And Tajay Spears is their backup, and he's had like bone grinding on bone since college, so he's
Yeah.
almost done. Like,
yeah, there's no young player other than Cam Ward, obviously, which is awesome. But there's no young guy that you're like, all right, it's Burrow and Chase. It's you know what I mean? Like there's no like young player matched with him. You know, it's Lawrence and Brian Thomas Jr. Like
Yeah.
there's
Something,
nothing else.
something.
It's just like Ward looks really good, but shit.
well, their
not
receiver,
much.
the receiver that we always fuck up his name,
Is it-
Anamore.
Yeah, he's looked okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ayamana. I don't know
Ayamana?
why I get it wrong every time.
because it's really hard to pronounce. That's
Because
why.
I heard someone say it the other day, and they didn't say it Ayamana either. It's, yeah, I think it's our whiteness.
Yeah, so
Fair.
he's looking okay.
Yeah.
in a room where there's just no talent.
That's
so.
the thing. I think.
So that'll if Indy win this game, that'll go to 3-0, and I reckon that's just about almost division sewn up.
Well, you look at the other thing, the big key to this game is Daniel Jones has played really well. He doesn't get pressured a lot, which is obviously great. And the Titans are the worst pressure team in the NFL. I'm not talking
Yeah.
about sacks. They are the worst pressure team in the NFL.
Yep, there you go.
And it's not even close. Like they've had one of their players has had 2 pressures on the season already.
Yeah, I want to see a game for me for the Colts. I want to see a team take away the run.
Yeah.
And then I want to see what happens then with the Colts
That's
because
going to be the time.
they're playing smart. They're running behind. The whole offense is running behind Taylor. He's playing phenomenal like he was a few years ago.
As it should. He's their
Yes.
best player on offense, so they should.
Yeah. And I just want to see what happens if you force Daniel Jones to beat you and how good this team is. I'm still a little bit skeptical.
That won't be happening this week, though.
No,
I don't
not this week. They've got a pretty good run for the first part of the season. Now that they've beaten what we thought were 2 pretty good teams. So
Yeah, they've started the season. Like the win over the Broncos was now they got a bit lucky with a penalty, but whatever. It happens.
That's football,
It
man.
happens. People
I'll
get
say
all the
they've
time.
beaten 2 pretty good teams. One was Miami. So,
Yeah, but they touched up Miami.
Yeah.
Like
They
they
did.
made
Miami
them
were
look
never
like,
in it.
They made them look like second class citizens. Like
Yeah.
they touched them up. So
I would have rather had Miami
Interesting.
University out there. That might have been better.
that first week, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, next game on the board, we have the Bengals
Ugh.
at the Vikings. It's the backup
It's a
quarterback bowl.
backup bowl. Yeah.
this is my bag of shit games.
ChatGPT, did you filthy?
Yeah.
Shout out.
Nah, so obviously there's been a lot of talk again for McCarthy and for negative reasons, which is pretty fair after the performance he's put out there.
You
But
take away that one quarter, he was good against the Bears, and he's been dreadful.
yes. Yeah.
Dreadful. And
I
now
will.
it's-
I will just remind everyone that it is his second game.
I understand. that.
Okay.
That's all.
But
I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not
can't
saying he was
believe you're-
good.
I can't believe you're the one that's defending him for the
No.
early game when you destroyed.
but
QBs.
we've said
No,
like
I'm just saying it's his
it's Cam
second
Ward's
game.
it's Cam Ward's second game.
Yeah, he's a better player, mate.
That's all we're saying.
Okay.
That's
That
the point.
McCarthy sucks.
I don't know if he sucks. Yet,
I don't
but
know if he sucks. Like you
If-
can't. It's
He
too
didn't
early
look
to say
good
he
in
sucks.
Michigan, and he doesn't look good now.
if someone put a gun to my head and said, "Tell me if McCarthy's going to be good or not," I'd lean towards he's not going to be good.
Yeah.
that would be my call.
He's in the best situation he can possibly be to be.
And he
good,
still
though.
sucks.
Who's that?
It's 2 games,
Carson
Scott.
Wentz, isn't it?
Relax.
Carson Wentz
Carson
first.
Wentz.
You're putting a
Browning.
line through a fucking bloke's whole career for after 2 games.
That's a big call.
ridiculous.
How quick did you get off Bryce Young?
You were being.
He's 5'10", bro.
You're very. The irony here is
He's
outstanding.
5'10". That doesn't. That's
don't-
not the same.
I don't think JJ McCarthy's that tall.
He's like 6'1".
JJ McCarthy, I've seen my grandma throw a ball quicker than what JJ McCarthy gets the ball up and then throws that lame duck on an out route.
Okay, I'm not disagreeing with you,
Like-
but what I'm saying is you can't put a line through him after 2 games,
I have.
and you are.
I have.
And
No, in fairness,
he
I
put
put
it
it.
before he's drafted.
Yeah, I
Ridiculous.
did.
You did.
I was just about to say, I put it a
So
line.
he's 190 centimeters, mate. He's
I
6'2".
don't care. I don't care.
That's almost 6'4", 190. It's like six, it's like
Until
6'3" and a half.
until he redoes his throwing
6'3".
motion.
There you go. 6'3". Perfect.
Until he redoes his throwing motion, he doesn't throw it like he's throwing it to a toddler. I'll
Scotty Carthy hates him.
I-
I don't get the hate. I don't
don't
get
know.
why I hate him.
I don't have all the people to not get it. How do you
Yeah,
not get
this
it?
is-
The irony of the
Anyway, let me finish this preview of this bag of dicks game. We've got one of the best defenses in the league with the shittest quarterback in the league versus one of the worst defenses in the league with one of the best receiving core in the league. Who knows what we're going to see?
It's very-
I think I'll have more faith in Carson Wentz steering the ship with the elite defense,
Yeah.
especially at home.
And they've got a good offense too, man.
and pretty elite players on offense.
Yeah.
Other than their
Yes.
tackles are a bit iffy at the moment.
Yeah, Jay Jettis is definitely nothing to sneeze at, but
Is Addison back? No, he's 3.
No, Addison's after this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as a whole, a big note is that the running back,
Mason.
no, not Mason, who's
Jones
is on IR, so he's going to miss a minimum of 4 weeks. So
I don't think they're too flustered about that. This is Mason's team now.
yeah, that's why I drafted him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I punted on running backs, got him in the midway through the draft. So
Yeah, I think it's Mason's team now.
Yeah.
I think Aaron Jones has hit that mark. Now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which happens.
he's
Comes
just
quick,
he's
comes
going to
quick.
he's going to be the third down back. I think
Yeah, he's still solid.
A really good pass catcher, but
Yeah.
I think Wentz will steer the ship. He knows the right throws. He's not going to make. I shouldn't say he's not going to make mistakes. He's prone to making some mistakes, but he's going to still get you 330, 350 yards as well. So he's a bit of
Yeah,
a bit of
and
it.
he's got O'Connell, who's going to put him in the best position. It's going to be a lot harder for him to make stupid mistakes with what O'Connell's going to do with him.
Yeah,
Fair.
if you're a Bengals supporter, this is probably the start of the end.
Oh, the only thing that intrigues me about the Bengals is that what's his name? The quarterback? I've forgotten his name. For a
Burrow,
second.
Browning.
Browning. He will sling it.
Yes.
He will not die getting sacked. Like he will throw the ball. And when you have Chase and Higgins, it gives you a chance to put some points on the board. I'm not saying they will. He could throw 5.
Also gives you a chance to just
turn the ball. So,
I would agree with you, not against the Vikings.
no, the Vikings defense is very good. But he could throw 5 picks in this game and get 60 yards, or he could throw for 304 touchdowns. Like that's kind of it won't be.
and
much
it'll be
in
one
between.
or the other.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not going to be in between. It's going to be either he's
Both.
slinging it. Yeah, you're right. He could throw 4 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. He's that sort of cat. So
The James special, I call
yeah.
that.
So Browning's going to be it's going to be wild. I'm taking the Vikings. I think they're too good, and I think they're going to get the win at home.
Absolutely at home.
All right, next game on the agenda is the Las
Oh, you're
Vegas
kidding me.
Raiders at Washington. This isn't a terrible game without Jaden Daniels.
No, this is you.
This is I know.
Yeah.
Without Jaden Daniels, he's definitely missing this week. They've
Yep.
announced now he's out,
Yep.
not even questionable, nothing. So couldn't see them following the rules, Washington, unlike some other teams that don't announce their players until the day before.
Who was that?
Every NFL team. I don't
Amazing.
know. If I could hold on to a player being questionable till the day before, I would every single time.
Yeah,
I don't want
for
to give him 4 days to prepare.
Yeah.
But he's announced he's out.
Marcus Mariota is going to be.
Marcus
stepping-
Mariota is going to be starting,
Yep.
which this evens the playing field dramatically in this game because
Agreed.
Jaden Daniels has been about the only super positive thing about that offense the first 2 weeks.
Yep.
They haven't been great, but he's been able to play well enough to get them over the line, and that's just sort of what the player he's been. This
Raiders
year.
were
So
sneaky okay last week. Against,
Did you watch Gino?
Gino is the
that
problem
was sneaky
now.
okay.
Gino's thrown 4 interceptions in 2 games, which is awful. He's getting sacked.
He
a
threw
lot.
3 last week.
They cannot run the ball well. Like I said it on the podcast this week that Genty's kind of getting shit on. He's had 81 rushing yards this season, and all 81 have been after contact.
Yeah.
He has not had a yard before getting hit. So he is grinding it out. He's got negative plays everywhere. It's not all his fault. If you watch him play, he shows a lot of good things when he gets the opportunity. He looks fine. There was a play last week where he spun off a guy and broke
Yeah,
another
that's
tackle
right. Yep.
on a catch to the flat. So
There's also plays where he doesn't hit the right hole as well.
exactly. And that's a rookie running back thing. He's
Yes.
used to just being like, I'm
The
the
fastest and the
biggest.
biggest.
I'm
Yeah.
going to run through this line and no one's going to.
That's what I wanted to say about Genty. Like I think he's going to have to adjust his play style. He's at Boise State, he was very much I'm just going to run over guys. I'm going to run through guys.
Yeah.
Can't do that in the NFL, especially at his size.
because they gang tackle as
Yeah,
well.
he's gonna have to learn to like how to find the hole, how to like even like bounce it to the outside a bit more. Like
Well, the hardest things with guys like Genty and when they get to the NFL is you actually need to learn to slow down.
yeah,
Be
sure,
patient,
wait
get
for
your
the hole,
block.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
Do
can't
the-
just hand the ball off, run full speed.
Bit
every
of the Le'Veon Bells.
time. You just slow
maybe.
down a little bit and give it time to adjust. Give your lineman time to
I
make.
don't hate that
movements.
call from you at all.
Just needs to
Actually,
slow down a bit, and I think he's got it. Like because everyone mocking him. Oh, he said draft the guy that can't be tackled. When he gets 1-on-1, he breaks a lot of tackles still. Like,
Sure.
he's not bad at all. So I think it's a bit early to start calling him Trent Richardson, which he's not Trent Richardson. Trent Richardson had a very good rookie year and then sucked from there on.
Mhm.
But as for the Commanders, I don't think they're very good.
No, I don't.
No, we've been saying that all preseason.
I really don't. And
We were the first to say it. The main media piggybacks off us.
Yeah.
Oh, the main media was slurping the Commanders
I know.
all off
And
season
then
like they were
about-
going to be like Super Bowl contenders. Jaden Daniels is the next bloody whoever.
And then
like, settle
About
down.
3 weeks
You
before
got
the
Fatso
season.
Debo running around. Like,
Hey,
just everyone
Debo's
just
looked
settle
okay.
down.
In fairness, he's looked
Yeah,
alright.
that's all right. Let's just see where he's at in week 6 or week 8.
Yeah. And like in fairness to the Raiders, they're defensively not that bad. Jamal Adams played outstanding last
Yeah.
week.
It wasn't
Defensively,
bad.
they're okay.
Yeah.
Defensively, they're
He
okay.
was
I agree.
very good. Crosby's obviously one of the best players in the league on defense. So
Agreed. He looks so good.
yeah.
Yeah.
And without Daniels, this evens the playing field. I don't think they're
I
going
think the Raiders might go in here and get a.
I'm calling Raiders win.
I'd
Yeah.
love to know the line, please, Tom, if that's okay.
I would too, personally, just for my multi.
For my own gambling addiction.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I just think this without Jaden Daniels, this team is going to be much worse.
I reckon it'll be 4.5 points Commanders.
Nah, not that. It wouldn't be that much. Not with Daniels out. No way.
Nah, because the Raiders have been touched up.
What is it? We've got.
3.
See, there you go.
3 points to the
Yeah.
Washington. Yeah. So it's a closer line. I said, I just got a feeling. I think the Raiders are going to.
Well, they give you 3 points for a home game anyway. So
Exactly.
they
I
reckon
think they
it's
give you
pretty
2.5 for a 3. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it is basically just coin flip. We'll take the home team.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be.
I wonder what Tom Brady will be saying about the
Oh,
Commanders.
We didn't talk about this on the podcast.
Yeah.
So do you want to do
I
it?
am.
Do it.
This is the stupidest
Shout out to
thing.
Brocky for calling it out.
Thanks, BJ. Was it Brocky Jones or a
Yeah,
different Brock?
yeah.
Oh.
There's so many.
No,
Brocks
the
out
other idiot Brock won't be listening. Love you, Wellington.
there. No, you'll be listening.
Hey,
I love Brock. He knows I love
don't
Brock.
you talk about Brock Wellington like that. I won't have it.
Yeah.
I will.
No,
Now I want
Tom
to talk
Brady.
about. Now I want to bag him even more.
I'll fight the both of you. Don't you
Done.
dare.
All right. No, Tom Brady. This is a load of shit.
Yes.
This is actually a load of shit. You can't have a coach or a player
Mhm.
talking to a part-time owner of another team about some of the game planning and scheming that you're going to bring in, what requires the game booth to know the
Commentary.
telecast
Yeah.
to know what's happening on the field.
Yeah.
And I know that like Ben Johnson turned around and said, "Oh, we're just going to give him vanilla answers and stuff he's going to figure out in the film," but he's still there.
He's in the room.
He's still
He
there.
sees things as he walks around. The
Well, they
fact
do it
that-
over Zoom.
the fact that, and I quote, he meets up with Chip Kelly 3 to 4 times a week.
Well, I
to
think
go
that was a
through.
lie.
I don't know. I would, if I had Tom Brady in the building, I'd meet with him as much as I could.
Yeah.
Like I'd be using that asset as much as I could.
Bro, I'd have him on speed dial. What do
Yeah.
you mean?
I'd have him in my ear while I'm on the training.
What do you think about what do you think about this? What do you think about that? I'm thinking about this.
The
this,
fact that
against this.
He's in the box
in
on
the
a Monday
box
night.
with the headset on
Yeah.
is the NFL sorted out. Get him out of the booth or get him out of ownership.
That's
You
not-
can't have both.
It's not a great look. I agree. I definitely agree. It can't be both. If he's on the ownership team, he can't be in the booth.
Surely they could use this to void his contract and say it's one or the other. You can be an owner, but you can't be involved in the team at all.
Well,
Can't
they
be in
fumbled the
coach's
bag
box.
anyway. They should have paid Greg Olson. He is
Yeah,
one of
he's
the
tough.
best analysts I've ever seen.
He's so good. He's
Like,
so
Greg
good.
ever
Olsen's
seen.
fantastic.
So the Tom Brady, we'll see how it plays out, but it's
There's no
certainly
policies that prohibit an owner from sitting in the coach's booth or wearing a headset during a game. Brady
No,
was
but there
sitting
should be
in
a
the booth.
policy that stops an owner, an NFL
Yes.
analyst, and
Being an owner.
it should be one or the other.
Yeah.
It said you can't do both, or you can be an owner, but you're not allowed to be involved in the team facility during the season because you're talking to other teams.
Well, that's how it was last year.
yeah, I don't know why they
it
changed
was. Yeah, I don't know why they changed it either.
It's bizarre, but it's
Because-
certainly a leg up.
NFL.
Well, I'll
stuck
say this
in it.
about Tom Brady. He's pretty used to cheating, so this just furthers the cheating legacy. So shout out,
You're not
Once a
upset
cheat.
people.
always a cheat. No, what do you mean upset? It's the fucking truth.
There's always been a cheat.
Bullshit.
There's a couple of instances.
Bullshit.
There's a
You-
couple of beige moments. We could
Always
say.
is. It's not beige. He cheated. He got suspended games for cheating. All right, and a lot of people forget it, and a lot of people look at him with rose-colored glasses because he went to Tampa and he won a championship there, and they're like, "Oh, we forgive you. We love Tom now."
We do.
No, he's a cheat, and he always has been.
George.
I agree.
Uh,
I actually agree.
He is.
Yeah.
nah,
There's too many.
I love
There's
him.
too many borderline.
Too
things.
many incidents, mate.
Why did anyway, we're not going to go into it too much more, but why when all the Deflategate thing was going on and all of the
He's destroying-
film stuff,
destroying
he destroys
cell
his
phones
phone.
and all this shit.
Oh,
And that's what he got suspended for bringing the league into disrepute and just destroying evidence.
Yeah.
That's what he got
Oh,
done.
so he didn't get suspended for cheating.
Because he no,
but
because what do you think he destroyed the phone?
Just
Scott,
to,
because he had
just
news
to
on
move
there.
us on from a chat that should have happened about 15 years ago.
thank you, Tom.
Brock Bowers looked a bit proppy, I thought, for the Raiders.
I
And
think he was a
don't-
week away. Yeah.
yeah, I think playing him, I don't know if that would have helped or hindered, but I think they just miss. I think Gino really missed Bowers in the game last week.
100%.
And I
A
think
healthy
it-
Bowles would have made a huge difference.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think it's just it makes of an interesting storyline.
Sorry, I
with-
can't take you seriously when the Seattle highlights on.
Yeah, sorry.
There's that fumble kick, the one near the game.
Um,
Tin ass.
no, no,
One
I-
game, all right.
I think look for Jacoby Myers to towel up Lattimore a little bit here with
No,
the
I think
the
Raiders are
yak.
going to win.
Yeah,
I
I
think Raiders are going
think-
to win this game.
I think Raiders too.
I'm taking Raiders.
Shout
All
out
right.
the Raiders.
Next game on the board, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers at
This is one of mine.
the New England Patriots. This game's sneaky frisky.
Yeah, so I've got a few notes here. I liked what I saw from the Pats on the road last week against the Dolphins, and I fully expected to continue at home against this mediocre Steelers defense. And this defense has not been very good.
No, they're good. Steelers are really good.
No, they're not. They're fucking awful.
They've just
They're-
come
they're
across.
top five.
Just come across great offense.
I found a stat here, and I'm going to read it to you. since the first two games, since 07 when Tomlin took over, they're tied for the worst opponent's points per game, second worst opponent yards per play, and the worst amount of rushing TDs. So this is like a historically bad Steelers defense
I'll take that.
When, sorry?
since Tomlin took over as coach.
Also, for over the last 16 years.
Yeah.
They won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but
I'll take that
this,
one step
This current
further.
iteration of defense is like tied for like the worst
Yeah,
of the
right.
worst. So
In
they
the last total 10 games, so the 2 games this year and the last 8 games last year, they're giving up 28 points per game,
Yep.
and they're in the top 3 for passing and rushing yards.
And they
There
had
you go.
TJ Watt.
When I say top 3, I mean top 3
worst.
worst. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
bottom.
that bottom 3.
So hang on, let me just go
Thank
to
you
the
for
rest of my notes.
That's okay. I was just trying to. I know it was hard to find a way to explain that they were lower, not higher.
Yeah.
So Pat's defense will also be bolstered by the return of Christian Gonzalez,
Stud.
Yeah.
who's clearly their best player on defense as well.
Probably the best player overall.
Fair.
Morris,
that's pretty
is it
fair.
Morris, who did they get from Philly?
Milton Williams.
Williams. He
Yeah.
looks good.
Yeah,
Oh, and also,
he's good against the run.
sorry to jump, but Will Campbell,
Oh,
dog.
Yeah, we knew
It-
that.
Oh, he's so good.
Yeah.
But everyone was like, oh, his arms are too short. Blah blah.
Nah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's just so physical and
Yep.
tough and smart, and yeah, he's unreal. I've loved watching him.
I love him because he plays with that edge.
Yeah.
and to be a great
Loves
player,
it.
you need that edge. So
Yeah.
I'm fully expecting the Pats to. I reckon they're going to towel up the Steelers.
Oh, I don't think they.
I don't think they have offensively enough firepower to towel up anyone, but I think they should win.
I think they'll win. Yeah, I don't think the Steelers. Are
27-21 is what I'm. Something like that is what I think.
And I think
2-point line.
you were right, Scotty. Like Rodgers week 1. I know he's going to play 2 games, but his week 1 he definitely played at a different level for revenge, which
Yeah.
is fine. Don't understand why the fuck it does.
Oh, it's working now.
All right, we're good.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
We're back after a technical difficulty. Sorry about that.
Shout out to James and Tommy getting us
Sorry.
sorted again.
Sorry, guys.
I got no headphones.
Go into the sound, Tommy, and see if on StreamYard, and change the headset to go to audio. Yeah, and change it to is it gone to something else? Procaster Pro Stereo.
Oh, really? Has it gone back down?
No. No, it's
So yeah, train some shot.
Nice.
You yourselves now?
No.
There's only one thing working. Have you tripped over and kicked something?
I don't know.
Nothing coming through. 3 and 4.
I'm getting a buzz now.
Yeah, I'm getting that
Only
buzz.
Mike 2's work.
And so is mine.
Are we getting any comments on TikTok?
No one's watching.
Oh, nice.
Fucking morons. Why can't you work it out Mike's work? It's working
Yeah, it's buzzing now.
Heaps of buzz.
through the headset.
Yep.
3 and 4. Try.
Hello.
What about now?
No, I can't hear anything still. Nope. I'm from Holland. Oh, is that something? No.
Only Mike 2 is working, which is got you.
So we're replugging these bad boys, James?
No, I don't know.
Like at the
These truckers? I don't know.
Did they do anything?
Check. Regular.
Fucking silence. Fucking bullshit.
Jeez.
Nothing?
Nope.
only 1 and 2 are working.
How was that just sit itself mid thing for nothing?
No one moving it.
Might be bored.
What?
I don't know why it does this. It does it all the time.
Do you want to like pause the TikTok live and then redo it?
I'll leave it TikTok. Let's leave that. It's fine. It's not hurting anyone.
I don't actually know why it fucking does this. I cannot. If we go out and back in, then it'll stop the live, won't it?
Maybe just do that. That's all right. Just
Yeah.
start it.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. That should be right.
We got sound. We're good.
We are good to go.
All right.
Sorry about that, guys. We are
Sorry.
back and ready to go
Couple
with
little-
Rams and the Eagles.
Rams at Eagles. This is my game, and so I've got a couple of notes here. This will actually be a real test for Philly's young defense against an experienced offense. We've got the average youngest defense in the league, and obviously a few experienced guys on offense for the Rams. Obviously, Stafford's looking good.
Yeah.
I think the back injury was just a myth at this point.
Yeah.
So I expect a tough test for especially our secondary against those receivers in that passing game. We haven't looked fantastic against the pass early on, so this will be a real test.
In fairness to like the Rams offense, I know they scored some points on Tennessee, which aren't a very good defense, and they struggled against a good Texans defense. So they're kind of, I'm not confident they're a really good offense yet. I think they are because of their personnel and because of Stafford and because of McVay. I think they are a good offense.
When Stafford and McVay, you can't. It's very hard to go bet against them.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I think this is a really tough game. I think they play up to their opposition. I think the Rams are one of those teams that they'll understand this is a big game and come in ready to play.
I think defensively the Eagles are decent, but
Yeah.
not great.
No.
We had a good game last week against the Chiefs defensively.
I don't think the Chiefs at this stage are a great offense either.
No, they're not, and they haven't
No.
been for quite some time. Let's be perfectly
And
honest.
then
They've
they
won a
had-
lot of one-score games.
And then
that-
the first week they had a good. I said we can all call it the storm game. Like it was like two separate games. The Cowboys were driving on them and scoring at will, really. And then Sanders fumbled that ball, and it was like the whole world turned. They couldn't score anymore,
Basically, yeah.
which was weird. And then the storm happened, all that, which is a weird week one.
That's
So-
a weird game. You can't really take that into.
No,
you almost
'cause-
have to look at that game in isolation.
because the
way-
Eagles,
Gotta
yeah,
watch the TikTok, Tom.
because the Eagles defense was really struggling to stop the Cowboys until that, storm
especially
happened.
especially in the run game, really stopping you
Yeah.
guys running the ball.
Well, and they didn't have Jalen Carter as well, and they obviously have him now. But
Yeah,
what scares me currently, I think the Eagles are a good football team. I think they are. Their offense just does not look like it did last year.
no, it didn't, and I think a lot of that has to come down to the play calling and the new O coordinator. I'm not convinced yet
Yeah,
on Kevin Patullo.
I just think that teams are basically saying we're going to stop you running the ball, and we're going to let Jalen Hurts beat
I
us.
think-
And the first 2 weeks he's been able to win without really having to do much.
I think
That's-
whoever
First week against the Cowboys, he was good.
He ran.
Yeah, he ran.
well. They didn't contain him well, and he ran.
Yeah,
right,
he did.
and that's all he did. Like
Yep.
he's.
He did.
I sent a thing to you today where, and I wasn't saying it to be an arsehole on Jalen Hurts. It was just an interesting stat where they calculate time to throw and distance the balls thrown.
Mhm.
And
It's not
like
good.
Jordan Love was at the very top. He had like 3 seconds to throw, but his average depth of throw was like 11 yards. Like, Hurts was historically, he's one of the worst quarterback ever on the first 2 games. He had 3.5 seconds to throw the ball on average. And
Which is a long time for people that don't understand. It's a
and
very
he
long
was
time.
on the graph, that was like a pie chart. He was right down here. So he was up on time and 10 yards below every other quarterback.
Yeah, look, we have not been moving the ball down the field. in
No,
the
that's the
passing
only
game.
thing that worries me. And I don't know if this is the team to do that against, because they're going to get good pass rush on you. They're going to be able to stop the run with their front. And I think it's going to be a very similar thing where you're going to rely on the defense.
Well,
to
last
keep
time we
them going.
played, the last 2 times we played them, that we've run the ball well against them.
Yeah,
both
I think
times.
They had
whoever
500 yards and 5 touchdowns last year.
I think
for 3
whichever
games.
team can establish a run, because Karen Williams has been pretty bad
Yep.
at the start of this year. So I think the Rams would look to try and get him going. And I think obviously Barkley's been below his standard.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
he'll be looking for a get right game too. And
Yeah.
he, as you said before, he normally feasts on the Rams. The last
does,
2 games
yeah.
he's played really well. So that's why I've sort of a couple of my notes here. I think the run game will again be strong against the Rams for Philly, and I'm confident that the O-line will be able to negate the Rams' pass rush. I'm hoping for a bounce back week passing wise from the offense, although I'm not overly confident on that, but I'm hoping for it. And just a couple of cheeky little stats that I'll throw out as well. Hurts and Sirianni
Yeah.
are 3-0 since Hurts became the full-time starter.
Mhm.
against the Rams.
Hurts and Sirianni are 3-0 against Stafford and McVay.
Yeah.
And in their past 11 games, this is the Rams.
Yep.
In their past 11 games, they've only lost twice, and both of those were to the Eagles.
Really? Is that
Yep.
right?
Yep.
There you go. Like
The only 2 losses in their past 11, I think, 11 or 12 games is against the Eagles.
And they gave them a run for their money in that divisional round. As
Run
well.
for the money in the snow game. I think the
Yeah.
snow.
Hindered their offense. It did.
Yeah.
It favored Philly a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I think it's
this,
just a good game.
this is
It's
going to be
gonna
a really good
football.
game. This is going to be a hard test. If this game was in LA, I'd be
Yeah,
far less confident.
I'm taking Eagles at home.
But
they'll
I
be
think
good enough.
Eagles at home will be looking to establish the run, and control that line of scrimmage. And if we can do that, as Scotty correctly said, whichever team can establish the run and control the line will be able to win the game. And I think we will be able to do it better.
So I think the Rams should be looking to get away from the run in this game, because I don't think they can establish the run against them. I think they should be looking to go, all right, Stafford, you're going to sling this around.
Mm.
I think that's what they need to do.
Yeah,
in this game.
but then
They need
if
to
you-
challenge them downfield.
If as a defense, like if you know that they're just not going to run the ball, then you can just pin your ears. And
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
don't think the Eagles' defense is equipped now to
no, I don't
handle
think.
that.
Yeah,
Their pass rush isn't nearly as good. They've lost too many role players in the pass rush.
Mm.
yeah.
Nolan Smith hasn't played that well the first 2 weeks.
He's been okay.
He's been
hasn't
okay,
He's
yeah.
been okay.
He wasn't
yeah.
as good as he was down that playoff stretch, which was a big reason why their pass rush was so good. Plus, they had Sweat and Milton Williams. They had a lot of role players,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They don't have
A lot of
those guys.
rotation
Yeah,
through
they don't
there.
have those
Yeah,
guys.
and that happens.
Even Brandon Graham to an extent.
Yeah,
He was
absolutely. Yeah.
very valuable down the stretch
Yep.
for them. So they don't have those guys. So I think the game plan for the Rams should be is to we're gonna throw it on you. We're
Yeah.
gonna test your back end. I think that's the weakness of the Eagles defense, and I think they need to
Yeah, I
challenge
I think
that.
while the season is young and
Yeah.
while Stafford is, healthy,
Yeah. launch it.
I'd be very surprised if McVay just doesn't put the ball in Stafford's
I think
hand.
they should. I
I
think
think
that's
they should
their
too.
best way to win the game. But I think in terms of a 3 a.m. game Monday morning, this is a bloody good game.
Yeah,
I'm
agree.
for it.
Agreed.
I wasn't going to get up at 3 this week, and I saw this game. Well, I'll get
Same.
Not
I
to-
will, I will be.
Not to rehash old wounds, but
Yeah.
I think the first 3rd and 1 that the Phillies have this week will be interesting to see how the refs call.
Oh, there's going to be an overcorrection.
that'll be the
push.
it. Absolutely, I
Very
can see a flag coming in
Yeah.
the first quarter, the first
I
time they
think-
run it.
I think there would have been a little bit of a button up during practice this week from Philly.
Yeah,
Just
line up
makes-
on side.
Let's just make sure that we're lining up on side. Let's make it. We go at the snap of the ball, and even if we do that and just run the play legally, I don't think there's any team that can.
I
stop
wouldn't
us
even
anyway.
be surprised if they go for it and then do a little pitch to Barkley and
Run the plate
get
legally.
30
because
yards
we've
and
been
be
doing
like,
it.
all right, we'll do this from
it's
now on.
legally because
We've been doing it legally the whole time.
We have been because no flag has been thrown. So
Okay.
if there's no flag, it's legal.
So you can just go around shooting a bloke if you don't get caught. It's not murder.
That's right. You don't.
You're
It's only it's only a crime.
Hey,
for
hey,
the
hey,
law.
hey, hey!
That's between-
Let's move on
Let's
from.
stay away from murders. The left will come for us. I mean, the right. I don't know who they are. They're all coming. All right.
I could take all
Chatfield will
those
come for
blue
us.
head.
I'm taking Eagles at home.
Yeah, Eagles at home.
Yeah, I think it's a big
I'm
game.
on upset. I think Rams.
Rams. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. That's
I
fair.
think
I'm
the
gonna
D line is just phenomenal, and I haven't seen enough from the Eagles O line, and I don't know if they can control it. And like you guys said, if you give Stafford the chance to dice up this a little bit of a suspect defensive backfield,
Secondary is definitely our weakest unit on the whole team at the moment, in my opinion.
and I think that might open up the run game a little bit more for the Rams.
Yeah. See how it plays
They'll
out.
use the pass to run the ball.
All right, next game we have the Denver Broncos at the LA Chargers.
This is such a good game.
This is the game. This is my game, I believe. Game of the week for me. I think it's going to be awesome. Question marks on Denver, right? Defensively, they've been okay, but not the dominant. I kind of
Definitely haven't
want
set the
them to
world
be.
on fire.
And then the Chargers on the other side have really developed an extremely competent offense without, again, setting the world on fire offensively. They've been good, but they haven't been amazing. So this is a tale of two defenses, because if you told me watching the first 2 weeks that Denver were the premier defense and the Chargers weren't, I would call you a liar, because the Chargers defense have flown around, made plays, dominated games, where the Denver Broncos have kind of made a couple of plays when they've need to. They've bend, not break. And Herbert, I don't think it's unfair to say, if we were giving out an MVP award right now, it's probably Herbert or Josh Allen with the way. he
Oh
played
no,
the
it'd
first
be
two.
Allen for mine, but Herbert's a very close second.
He's in there. That's what
Yeah.
I mean. Like he's in that conversation. And then on the other side,
Lamar's been pretty good too.
and Lamar's been pretty good too.
Yeah, but
and,
he's not getting another one. He's not getting
No.
three.
No.
and then the other side, you've got Bo Nix, who has literally just been checked down Charlie the first 2 weeks. He has not challenged almost anything downfield, and it's hurting this offense. They don't run the ball well still, which no one's surprised about. It is a J.K. Dobbins revenge game for the Broncos. So he said he wants to run for 100 yards against his old team. I think it'll be tough against this defense, but I think
He should be focusing on trying to get 100 more yards for the season.
Yeah, poor Buck has been injured that many times.
Fair.
I think the Chargers win this game and go to 3-0 at home. I think
Agreed.
I think they are one of the best teams in the AFC. I think they've developed from a team that's like, they're going to be a wild card, they're going to be around a mat, to this is a really, really good football team now.
I think the Mac injury is huge.
I agree.
I think that he's the alpha on the defense. He sets the tone.
Yep.
He's still at his ripe age of 35. I think he is.
Yeah.
I think he's 47 years old.
Yeah.
That's how old he feels. He's been
But
in the NFL for ages. man.
He still gets pressures. He still shuts down the run, and I think he is a player that, even though they have a talented defense, that they will still miss.
Oh, massive loss.
No doubt.
And I think that's sort of been a little bit understated. But yeah, I think Herbert, just give him a chance. If you give him some time in the pocket, he's going to dice you up. And now they've got Megatron apparently playing wide receiver.
That's so funny.
Who?
Johnson with
Jonathan-
hands is
Jonathan-
basically Megatron.
Yeah.
He,
So-
he remembered he had hands. He's been outstanding though.
Well, the thing is,
Johnson.
that was his only.
yeah,
Yeah.
the only
Flaw.
thing stopping him. And
Which is, I mean,
Keenan Allen's
it's a
been
big
great.
flaw when you're a receiver. They're not able to catch.
Yeah,
Like,
look, I shat on the re-signing of Keenan Allen. I thought he was cooked, but he's come back and he's looking good. He's right back to third and Keenan. So
Yeah, who would have thought
He's-
that?
I agree.
Who would have thought that the Bears were the problem and not the player? Not me.
Yeah.
Not me.
No, the Bears are always a
I
problem.
still
the
like to
problem.
see it for a whole year,
Yeah,
being
see how it
at his
plays out.
age. But yeah, they're looking like I was about to say they're looking like a complete team, but they can't run the ball.
Yeah.
but you can see that in progress. So
Which is so weird because I thought, they would have come out, especially early in the year, try and really establish that run game and then feed off that with the play action stuff and whatever. But it's been the complete opposite. It's so Jim Harbaugh like. It's
Yeah.
crazy, actually.
It's almost like he's realized, oh, Herbert's really good.
Yeah.
I'm just going to let him win football
Yeah.
games for me.
Which, I mean,
It's
he's
smart.
clearly the
And
best
with-
player on that team.
and
so-
with Greg Roman as well, who hates
Yeah.
quarterbacks.
Yeah, it's not it wasn't on my bingo card.
huge
They just
character
come out
arc
slinging
for the Chargers. Maybe
it's
that was
fun.
the missing link.
This
Put
is a
put it in
huge
Herbert's hands.
division game already because both teams, Chargers next week, you got the Giants, and the Broncos have got the Bengals. So
Okay.
this game could really, whoever wins, could really propel sort of
Chargers win.
a bit of a game or two ahead.
Chargers win this.
They've got 2 division
3-0,
wins.
2 division wins. That's just about the division.
over the two better teams.
Yeah, in the Chiefs and Broncos.
You're the master of giving a division in week 3.
But look at it. Look who
So-
the rest of the fucking division is. The Chiefs are bottoming out. They might go to 0-3. They might lose to the fucking Giants. You got the Raiders who've haven't got enough talent to win a game. And if they beat Denver, that's it.
It's very early. It's 3.
You were borderline giving the Raiders 10 wins at the start of the year.
No, that was the Patriots.
That's Pats. I gave them 11 wins.
No, anyway, I'm taking Chargers at home.
Chargers.
Chargers at home. All right.
And,
Yeah, I agree.
I'm a ride or die Chargers guy. They're my
Yeah.
AFC team.
I like the Chargers. All right, next game. I think this is Scotty's
No,
game.
this is mine.
Oh, did Championship
Yeah.
give you the Seahawks?
No, it's good.
Saints at Seattle. What do
So I've got here-
What do you reckon here?
I've got here. If the Seahawks want to be taken seriously in that division, they need to dispatch of the Saints as soon as possible in this game.
Yeah.
Look for them to run it early and often against the poor Saints defense. Rattler balled out last week against the 49ers at home, but I don't see that level of play being consistent for him, especially on the road. Saints have lost 17 in a row when allowing 20 or more points. That's a little stat for you.
17 in a row.
17 games in a row they've lost when their opponent scores 20 or more points. And I think
20's
at
not
home,
even that much.
and I think at home, Seattle will definitely score more than 20 points, and
I think
that will go to 18 in a row.
Yeah, I don't see a world where the Saints have the talent to win this game. I don't Rattler was good against a banged up 49ers defense.
Seahawks are definitely a step above defensively.
Fred Warner played unreal last week. It was one of the best linebacker games I've seen for the past 5 years. He was unreal.
Yep.
And that kind of held them in it. But the 49ers defense as a whole is not overly talented. There's a couple of there's Bosa and there's Warner, and then there's a bit of drop off.
There's a couple of just some dudes. Yeah.
It's very young. There's a lot of rookies on it. It's not that strong a defense.
Just go to the Seahawks, please, Tom.
As for the
click on
Seahawks,
them,
I think this is one of the better defenses in football. I think they're going to be a top 10 defense when it's all said and done at a minimum.
Top 3. They will be.
They're going to be very good.
There's no weakness in the defense.
No, they're very strong.
actually really good.
So I think they're going to absolutely they're going to know the impact of this game. You don't want to drop one to the Saints.
No way.
They're going to come out and they're going to carve them up.
Not
I think they're
especially
gonna win
when
comfortably.
everyone else in the division plays them as well.
Yeah.
So, there's some big outs. Charbonnet's out. Jordan Love is out, and
Julian Love.
Yeah, Julian Love.
Yeah.
Jordan Love's definitely.
He's
Definitely
definitely playing for Green Bay.
Last time I checked.
And Witherspoon's out, and obviously, Iman Ware is
How long is
out.
Witherspoon out for?
This is going to be week 2. So I think he could play if the game is on. Sorry, the following week they've got Thursday night football against the Cardinals.
Yeah, okay.
So he probably could play, but I'd probably rather have him
For the Cardinals game. That's fair enough.
So
Fair.
yeah, so there's a lot of injuries in the back end of the defense there, and you don't want to give him a sniff with Shaheed running deep and Olave.
That's why I said they got to put them away and put them away early.
Yeah.
Finish it. But it's got to be over by halftime.
I think
at the latest.
they need to control the game. They need to do what they did last week. Get Kenneth Walker going, because when he gets going, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
And
I don't
get
remember
control
a game that Walker runs for 100 yards and they lose.
No,
It's not even,
I
it's
don't
not
think it
even
happens.
yardage. If he carries the ball 20 times, they always win. Now, he didn't carry the ball last week 20 times. He had 100 yards. So
Yeah.
I think he's a real Jenga piece for that offense, because if they run the ball well, it fits Sam Darnold. He gets the play action going.
Yep.
He can take the deep
And he's
shots.
very good. At
JSN
100%.
he's a top 10 receiver in the NFL. I think he's so good.
second in yards already.
Yeah, I think he's an absolute jet. He's propelling himself into that top echelon this season, and I think they're going to absolutely towel up the
Yeah.
Saints. I don't
Yep.
think they're very good at all.
We've probably got our best outside of Big Cat. We've probably got our best D lineman back as well, and Uchenna and Nwosu. So
Good
he's
name
getting
too.
he's getting some run. So he's probably our best edge player. So yeah, starting to get some guys back, but losing some key players in other positions. Should win, but
Yeah, they'll win. They'll win.
this is a bit of a gimme team for us, and this is a bit of a danger week. So we'll just
you got to win this game, then go next week and beat Arizona, who I don't think are very good, and then you're right back in it.
Right back.
Yeah,
Agreed.
if you lose this game, it's big.
this
question.
like the Saints are sort of like our bunny team. Even when they're bad, we don't typically play well against them. So it'd be
If
interesting.
Seattle losing this game will be a massive boy labor. That's especially at home. They've got no business losing.
Well,
There's no way.
Seattle's actually terrible at home.
yeah, they're the worst road.
We were
worst
one,
road
and
team.
I think we were 2-7 at home last year,
Well, that's
and 8-1 on the road.
Well, that's an issue in and of
And
itself.
That's a proud team that used to have
Yeah,
probably the
12th
best
man and all that stuff.
the
Yeah.
best home field advantage. So interesting.
Yeah.
Real culture sort of setting week this week. I
Yeah, they
think.
need to really trench them. I think they will. All right,
Yeah.
next game on the board, we have the Dallas Cowboys
this is
at
me.
the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, so this is a bit of a strange game. A big game for Ben Johnson against a bit of a leaky defense for the Cowboys. Who
A bit.
No, they're a very
They're
leaky defense.
terrible defense.
I was trying to be.
No, don't. They're awful.
We talk facts here, Scott.
Yeah.
But
facts, not feelings.
I have faith in Jadeveon Clowney. Had a stroke.
Yep.
I think he is going to help a little bit with
Yeah,
that edge.
it'll be an impact. Yeah.
Don't expect like huge sack numbers out of him. I don't think he's the 8 to 10 sack player that he had been, but he's a fantastic player against a run.
He's
Yeah.
just another dude to rotate through the D line.
Yeah.
He's not a star, but he's going to be. He's great against a run.
Yeah.
He's physical. He plays with the right attitude, leverage, all that sort of stuff. He's going to add an element to the defense. I don't know how statistically good it'll be, but you'll notice him. Similar to
He's
what
gonna have
Lawrence was the last couple of years. I see him being like that. Maybe not as good,
Very similar. Yeah.
but similar build.
He's going to
and
get some pressures, which
Yep.
is what you desperately need. You
Yep.
need some sort of pressure from somewhere on the D line.
Yeah.
It's probably a good game to watch for both the offenses because Dak has another big game. This could be like MVP year Dak, or MVP caliber year Dak, where
yeah.
he was pretty much torching every team. And I think there's a lot of pressure with the Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams relationship. It would be good to see when they're off schedule. So obviously their first 10 to 12 players are scheduled to play at training. They know exactly what they've got to do. What we've seen from the Bears so far is that once they go off schedule, they turn into
Struggle.
a bag of shit.
Yeah.
So it'd be good to see if they can get a game plan and control the clock a little bit.
If they can't get something going against this Cowboys defense,
Real questions.
there's some questions because this
Yep.
is the bad defense, as we said. This is a bit of an upset alert because this is the sort of the game the Cowboys dropped. Like they almost dropped one to the Giants last week. They let Russell Wilson annihilate them deep. They will. I believe they're getting Deron Bland back, which makes
That is
yeah.
a big difference on the back end.
Yep.
They're
Yeah.
not, it's not 100% sure yet. I haven't seen, but they believe he's going to be back, which really helps them. But just for the Bears, like you've got Colton Loveland, who hasn't had a catch yet.
Yep.
So they took him over Warren, which I think we liked Loveland too. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but we all thought Warren was the best tight end in the draft, and he's gone on to be dominant for the Colts in their first two games,
Yep.
like one of their best players. And Loveland doesn't have a catch, and then Luther Burden has one catch for -3 yards in 2 games.
Yeah.
So they are not getting, and DJ Moore isn't lighting the world on fire either. Like they are not getting it going.
Their offense is very stagnant.
Yeah,
Very
and
stagnant.
You take away the first drives of the first 2 games, it's the worst defense. It's the worst offense in football.
Yep.
Simple as that. So, in saying that, they're
In the recent games of the Cowboys, it has a bye for week 2 on the Giants. That is fantastic. Well done, NFL.
yeah, they're a buy.
You almost lost to the bye.
Just a blip in the just a blip on the radar. The old Giants for the
Yeah.
Cowboys.
No, very, very. Both these teams are on the crossroads in week 3.
Yeah,
And we know that the Giants have a real tough schedule in the back end of the season. They need to bank some wins early.
Yeah.
And the Bears dropped 0-3. The division's gone, and they're probably out of the playoff race. And they're a playoff hopeful team.
they thought
They were definitely a playoff football team for
Yeah.
sure.
it's certainly gone as bad as it could have gone the first 2 weeks for them.
But
Losing to Detroit and
While
Minnesota.
showing some sort of potential while being on schedule.
Yes, exactly. It's weird. It's just
Yeah.
being weird. So look, I think this is going to be another high-scoring game. I think every Cowboys game is going to be a shootout. I think teams are going to pretty much score at will against that defense most of the time, and
Johnson
the Cowboys get to keep up with them, and that's the hardest part now.
and Johnson's out for the year for the Bears, I think.
Yeah, Jalen Johnson.
Jalen Johnson's out for the year, which is huge. He's probably top 3 to 5. corner
Definitely
in the
top
league.
5 corner. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a big
So-
one. This will be a
What's
shootout.
the line? What's the line, please?
1 point, I think.
I'd love to know what the over is too. The over's probably
1.5 and the over was
fif-
49.5.
I thought it'd be like 55 or something.
Mm.
Take the over because the problem is, I
don't
about the
think-
Cowboys. Prescott's going to have to almost be perfect all year.
I haven't seen enough from the Bears that they can score 20 points.
Yeah, because they unfortunately they haven't played. They've played Minnesota and Detroit, who are both good defenses.
Yes.
They haven't played a team like the Cowboys. As I said, it's going to be a litmus test for both teams.
Yeah.
Are the Cowboys' defense as bad as what we think they are? Are the Bears' offense as stagnant as what we think they are? Like this is a test for both teams to see where they're at. Really,
Yep.
It'll give us a good sign going the rest of the season. But the Cowboys want this desperately because their back end is horrendous. So
I truly believe Cowboys are going to win.
it's an
I've got
upset
the-
alert, but I think the Cowboys.
I've got the Bears getting on the board.
What, getting a win?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think
It
Bears
won't surprise me at all.
Bears at home, a lot of pressure on them. And Cowboys, I think, might just not have enough on defense.
If
And
the,
I think the
that's
if
Bears,
the Bears get up, going by George's rhetoric, Cowboys season's over because they got the Packers next week.
Yeah, which is going to be fucking horrible watching Parsons. and
I've seen
Prescott.
nothing convincing from the Bears at all through 2 weeks. I've seen nothing.
Hey, what have you seen convincing from the Cowboys though? Just their offense.
They can score. At least they can move the ball downfield and they can score points, mate.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah, that's fair. All right, well, let's see how it plays out.
only against the Giants.
No, they did pretty. Like I said,
mate, they scored it in that first half of that game against the Eagles. They were looking good too. They were looking really good. They were looking really good offensively.
Yeah.
Especially in the run. They were gashing us in the run, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
yeah, we'll see how it plays out. Next game, we have the Arizona Cardinals, 2-0 Cardinals versus the 2-0 49ers. Is Brock Purdy back? He's still out, isn't he?
I think
He's
he.
out. Tom's saying out.
Yeah, no, I think he's done light training, but yeah,
Okay, so this evens the playing field again because look, I don't think Arizona are that good, but I also think the 49ers without Purdy and Kittle aren't that good either. Like they just got over the line over the Saints last week. Like it wasn't a convincing win. It was a win, and that's all that matters at this point. But Arizona are a better team than the Saints, I think.
yeah. Can both those teams lose?
Yeah, they can tie.
Just for the division?
They could tie if that helps.
Yeah,
It's hard to tie in the NFL though. You get a lot of time to not tie.
yeah, that's very true. Yeah,
I'm going to take 49ers because I just think they're a better football team. But this is one of the closest games of the week.
Bit of a coin flick game, isn't it?
Yeah. Like Mac Jones played very well for the 49ers. Like he looks like you got to remember Shanahan loved him coming out of the draft.
He did.
He spoke very highly of him. He clearly knew he could work with him. As soon as he could get him, he went and got him, which tells you something. He played fine last week. He actually played quite well.
Yep.
And I think he'll
against the Saints.
against the
a
Saints.
little asterisk there.
I think he'll continue.
On the road though, it's still a
Yeah.
good win
In
on the road.
fairness, though, Arizona have beaten the Saints, which was again wasn't
And
convincing,
tried to lose to the Panthers.
and then tried their hardest to lose to the Panthers. Like they haven't beaten anyone good.
I don't know how many penalties they had in the fourth quarter. I'm going to say at least 7.
It was
it was like just off memory.
It
I
was
would say
88
and
penalties.
it wasn't even like, come on, refs. It was like every one of them, like, yeah, fair enough. That's definitely a flag.
almost every single one. I'm like, come on, man, what are you doing?
Yeah,
And they're all on like second and long and third and long. And it's like, you just give him a first down for free.
yeah.
And then Panthers tried to choke and then somehow got another penalty.
It was wild.
I don't know why I watched that game. Like,
I don't know why I did either. It was awful. I watched the first.
and then
15
Broncos and
minutes, set it
Colts
up.
are like going into like blow to blow, and somehow I stupidly still watch this game.
It's
Yeah,
a
I don't
division
know.
game. It's important. Anyway, the 50-50 game, you
I'm
got to
taking
take the home team.
I'm taking Niners. I think they're
The line was 2.5. Scotty, Tommy put it up.
Yep.
So which basically says
I
that
think
same thing.
Carolina's defense has potential to be good, not great.
Arizona's defense.
Sorry, yeah.
Arizona. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Arizona's defense has potential to be good, not great. And I think we've seen McCaffrey have a lot of touches for not that many yards.
Mm.
So I don't know. I think Cardinals might have enough here to win
I could also see McCaffrey going off in this game too.
Yeah.
Where it just finally all
with
clicks
with an
and works.
injury or with a 100-yard game. Because
No,
you
like-
can flip a
Yeah,
coin on that too.
either way, but I'm going with the big game prediction. I think he's gonna have a big game. I'm just taking.
I
The
don't
Niners.
know,
I think
like-
they're better.
Like,
I think Mac
Ariz-
Jones is almost better than Kyler Murray. I don't think Kyler Murray is that good. I think
No,
he's
I don't think
really
so either.
struggling.
but Arizona got Gannon to
Yeah.
stop this defense, to stop this offense.
Yeah, that's
And it's
good.
year 3, and they drafted nothing but defense. So this is like, hey, this is why we got you. You need to win this game.
Yep.
They're not at full strength. This is it. This is like your job is almost on the line in week 3, and you're 2-0.
That's fair.
So
All right.
which is probably a little bit of an overstatement, but that's
So you're
where they're
taking Arizona. with
I'm
both
taking Arizona.
49ers.
Yep.
All right, I think that might be your hatred for the 49ers coming out a bit.
No, just the injuries worry me a little bit for the 49ers.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, next game, which is the Sunday night football game. Kansas City Chiefs at the New York Giants, both 0-2.
Somehow George got
This is my game.
I just knew that he needed a rant.
So coming from their first ever 3 losses in a row in the Mahomes era, it's been a rough start.
One
for
of them being a Super Bowl.
It's been
And what two
context.
teams did he play?
he lost to the Eagles twice.
Yeah, thank you.
It's been a rough start for the Golden Boy Chiefs. A good D line in New York against a suspect O line could mean this game might be closer than some pundits think.
Mm-hmm.
A non-existent run game for the Chiefs will mean Mahomes will have to do it all on his own again. If Russ and co can maintain their level of play from last week,
Yep.
they could potentially cause a boil over at the Meadowlands.
If the Giants win this game, I'm with you on the. I am expecting the Chiefs to come out and win this comfortably and kind of reset their season and be like, hey, we've played 2 good teams. We are still a good team. The Giants are nothing, and run over them. If they were to lose this game, they're done. Their season's over. Well, they'll be 0-3, which is always tough, and the division is too good to be 0-3. It's not like you're 0-3 in the NFC South where you can hopefully scrap a couple
Or
of games
AFC
to catch
South.
up. Or in any of the Souths, yeah. So
I just don't see how they're going to do it.
how they're going to beat the Giants?
Well, how they're going to score points.
The Giants' back end defense is awful. The trouble with the offensive line for the Chiefs isn't that bad. Like
No, it's not. I think you're
their
overstating
center
how
who's-
bad it is.
The center, I've forgotten his name, who's a stud, and Trey Smith, and then Simmons, the left tackle,
Simmons has
who's
looked
played
good.
really well.
Yeah.
The trouble with them hasn't been the offensive line; it's been the fact that their receivers can't get open. It's been the fact that Travis Kelce. I know this is ifs and buts, and I'm not saying this is that they should have beat the Eagles or they shouldn't have. If he doesn't drop that ball last week, they score a touchdown and they're there in the box seat to win that game over the Eagles. So that's a criticism, not of the Eagles. It's a criticism of Travis Kelce.
Yes.
He needs to sort his shit out, focus on the football, stop yelling at his teammates, being demonstrative, and just get back to what everyone used to love about this guy, where he was just the ultimate professional.
But he's always been like that, though.
Yeah.
It's just that he was playing well and the team was winning.
It's been bad the last couple of years.
Yeah, well, even the last couple of years, he's fucking getting into it with he's pushing Andy Reid on
Yeah,
the
I know, that's what
sideline.
I'm
He's
saying.
getting into it with his teammates.
Exactly what I said. The last couple of
All
years.
I'm saying is that winning spackles over a lot of problems. And when you
Such a
start-
bad word.
To be
And we
fair, he
start-
pushed Andy Reid, and then Andy Reid fed him the ball, and they won.
Like it was a
Yeah, again, winning spackles over a lot of things.
In saying
Now,
that-
when they start losing and they start all those 1-score games don't go their way anymore,
That's fair.
you see a lot of cracks starting to form.
Yeah, but this could also like ionize the team as well. Like it doesn't mean just because there's some conflict doesn't mean they're going to fall apart. Like
Yeah,
they're a very
I
good
disagree,
team.
and I'm saying because they've had it their own way for too long, and they haven't had much adversity.
I think this game might be.
I think that's such a dumb comment because
That's okay.
winning 3 Super Bowls, they've had
And no
adversity.
adversity. It's all luck.
They haven't.
They're
It's all-
cheating.
It's all luck and they're cheating.
That's a stupid. Oh, that's a stupid. You don't believe that, do you?
No, I do.
But the Eagles had no
I
luck.
just said it with my full chest, bro.
Eagles had no luck. They're just better.
I think saying a team that's been to 5 Super Bowls or 4 Super Bowls in 5 years and gone on
5 and
playoff
6
runs
years or
every
something,
year
yeah.
and won 3, saying that they haven't faced adversity. Adversity is all those 1-score games they won. That's adversity. They were overcoming adversity and winning football games.
They didn't have to beat.
They weren't all flags. It was a lot of.
They didn't have to
was
beat
the,
Lamar.
Was the win in overtime over the 49ers when Pussy Shanahan kicks a field goal and then Mahomes just goes poop, 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 touchdown wins?
Yeah, that was pussy. That was Pussy Shanahan.
But they did it. That's adversity.
Come from behind, win in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they were down in overtime and just went, we're going to win this football game. That's overcoming adversity. Just to say they haven't had adversity because they've had a couple of flags go their way. Every team gets shit go their way.
Listen, everything you've said is correct. 2 important points. 1, I bench more than you. 2, fuck the Chiefs.
You know what? I stand corrected. Both fair points.
Going back to this game, I think that the Chiefs defense is actually pretty good.
Yeah,
and I can't see the Giants scoring more than two times.
Do the Giants have do the Chiefs have Elam playing corner that you can just throw over the top of 3
No.
times a game for 80-yard touchdowns?
That
Because if
means
they don't, they're probably not going to score.
McKinney
40
hasn't set the
points.
world on fire in the last 2 weeks. He hasn't looked as good as what he was last year.
it doesn't look bad.
Xavier McKinney.
He plays for the Packers.
No. Who am I thinking of?
McDuffie.
Who am I thinking? McDuffie, sorry.
No,
That's what I
but he's
meant.
been
Yeah.
fine. But they've played good teams.
Yeah.
And in fairness, Hurts had 100 yards against that defense. So he must have played all right. They didn't do much on him. He played on AJ Brown most of the game and he had 3 catches. So
He had one really nice one.
yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good
Like,
one.
that's what I mean. Like, I think just saying that I personally, Chiefs are going to absolutely trounce the
I
Giants.
don't think. I think this one's going to be a little bit closer. I do
That's
agree.
what I'm saying.
I do agree with George that I don't know how the Chiefs are going to manufacture an offense to score 40 points, but I think that they'll have a comfortable 20-10 win.
it'll take some other things. Like they need some special teams players. They need Pacheco to start running the ball. They need to just do some different things. They can't just
Why?
be like, oh, Mahomes got to get it all done. It's
Why
not gonna
Kansas City not asking every team for their backup running back? Because their backup running back is better than what they're dishing out.
Yeah, it's bad.
Well, like,
Pacheco's fallen.
speaking of that, I saw a good stat through the week.
Mhm.
Patrick Mahomes is currently 17th in rushing yards.
Yeah.
For everyone.
Not ideal. That's not ideal for your team.
No.
Running, or Josh Allen is 19th, but
Yeah, but that's his shtick. Like that's his
Yeah.
game. Like it's not Mahomes'.
I think it just shows how much adversity Mahomes is under in the first 2 games this season, not having.
Good fucking.
All right, last game of the week.
Coming from the Eagles, who have a running back for a quarterback. That's
Hey,
interesting.
He's a winner.
A power running back. Thank you very much.
Power is the key word there.
Yeah.
All right, Monday
Fine.
night football game.
Oh, this is me.
Oh.
This is So ChatGPT gave you probably
Gave me the
only
best
good
game.
Yeah,
This is such a
what
good
an
Monday
absolute
night game.
rip snorter. This is top 2 NFC team versus top 2 AFC team. Potential Super Bowl preview.
Potential, yeah, absolutely.
Both of these
There's a
teams have the
chance.
potential to make the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Absolutely, they do.
So, and obviously another tough road game for the Lions to start the year.
Well, they got stitched on
To go
playing
to
good
Green
teams on
Bay.
the road all
Did
the
they
time.
ever?
Well, they have to play Green Bay, obviously, but just early on, they've just
Week,
stacked them.
you don't want it week 1, and obviously this is a tough game for the Ravens as well. They
Yeah.
had at Bills, and obviously they had the cakewalk against the Browns, but now they're at home for the Lions. I'm looking. My key indicator here is I want to see Jahmyr Gibbs up and going against
Yeah,
a really
Yeah. Yep.
a really good front 7 for the Ravens. And then that will then open up the passing game. Obviously, Tesla's just been amazing down.
He's catching on,
These
really.
catches, you just put it near him, and his catch radius is
Yeah.
huge. Both these defenses really need to have a signature win.
Yep.
And just to cement that contender's status, because I think both these defenses have a bit of a question mark on them. And I really want to see not Lamar. I want to see Derrick Henry actually show that he's still got some juice.
Yeah, the first game he played really well, then last week he was awful. So it's been a tale of two games for him.
Want to see if it was, like you said, if it was like week 1 and he was just juiced up to play the
The
year,
Packers, yeah.
the Bills, or if it was more of a hey, he's 31 and he's not going to be doing this every single week. He needs to bring it this game.
Yeah, for sure.
He
It's the best
He
game.
really doesn't need to do it every week though, but he needs to do it for games like this.
Well, he also needs to average more than 2 yards an attempt.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
awful.
that's the
he
thing.
was, he was awful last week. I think the big one for me this week, I'm looking at for this game, is Goff. Right, Goff was pretty bad against a good Green Bay defense. Tore up what I think the story of the NFL season will tell us is a bad Bears defense,
Mhm.
and then he's going against another high caliber in terms of players defense, right? And especially on the back end with Hamilton
And on the road, too.
Alexander, Wiggins, Humphrey, like they're a very good back end defense. So what are we going to see? Are we going to see week 1 Goff? We're going to see week 2 Goff. Can Goff play against really good teams without Ben Johnson? Because he was the difference the last couple of years for the Lions against good teams. He would play really well, not turn the ball over.
I think
So-
that week 1 game is a little bit more of
An outlier? or-
Yeah,
I
an
think they're
outlier.
I think they're both outliers. Like he's not going to be dropping 50 burgers on everybody,
No.
and he's not going to be sucking it up the way he did against
No.
the Packers. It's probably somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably
it's a
what-
litmus test for him.
It'll probably be
See how he
something
goes.
like that in the middle against this Ravens team.
Because we know
Well,
what the Ravens are going to do. We know what the offense is going to do. We know Lamar's going to play at a high level. Goff is a bigger question mark, right? Because I don't think the Lions defense is that good.
Yeah.
I think they They've got Hutchinson, who's been slow to
No,
start.
their defense is actually really good.
They're okay. I don't think they're like a top 10 sort of defense. Maybe borderline top 10. I don't think they're that.
Oh, they've got some
Irrespective of
players.
that, I just think Baltimore's got too much firepower, and just Lamar's record against NFC teams
Yeah.
is very good
Yep.
as well, because they don't see him and they don't know like how dynamic he can be, especially with Henry as well. I'm predicting a very comfortable win at home for the Ravens.
See, I'm not. I think Lions are going
No,
to.
I think Lions are going to win too.
What?
I think it means
Yeah.
more to them.
In Baltimore, you
Yeah.
guys are crazy.
Yeah.
It's going to be like
Do you
30,
know-
30 to 10.
Do you
I'm telling
know? Do you
now.
know what travels really well? A really good run game.
Yeah, I think Gibbs. I think they're going to feed Gibbs. That's what they're going to be.
And Monty and their defense. Their defense is good. Branch is playing out of his skin.
Like
He's
Ravens,
so good.
Ravens was it at home against the Bills?
Of that Bills. Oh, the package and P drop coming in.
Tommy's just
Shout out.
Just trying to muck around with the camera.
Tommy's just dropped the batch out of the camera and
Let's put on the laughing
and
track.
started the laughing track. That's very.
You know what that laughing track is? You guys picking the Lions. I'll tell you right now.
I thought he did it on purpose, personally.
No.
Nah, I genuinely, wholeheartedly think that the Lions need this game, and I think that
I think it means more to him this game than the Ravens. 'Cause the Ravens division's not very good.
Yeah, but
Lions
the Ravens want that one seed, mate. Don't worry about it.
Well,
The
they've already
Ravens, they're not
both
worried about
do.
the division.
both do.
Nah, Detroit aren't good enough for the one seed.
It's a big game for the Ravens next because they got the Chiefs next week, but it's also Derrick Henry's 2 touchdowns off passing Walter Payton as well.
Wow.
So I think
What would that make him all time?
4th.
Wow.
Whoa.
He's just gone past Jim Brown
Wow.
last week. So actually, no, he'll go to 5th and he'll be 10 behind Adrian Peterson.
doesn't mean anything. He's still 50 behind his high school career.
Jesus. At 200 yards.
I heard someone say if he keeps moving up the charts, he could have one of the greatest careers over high school, college, and
Yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah.
pros ever.
That's a very, very fair statement. He's a very good player.
I think everyone should enjoy the shit out of Derrick Henry while we've got him, because I don't think we're going to see another.
He has a
player
bit of a
like
LeBron thing about him. Like you hate playing against him, but when he's gone, you'll be like, oh God, we got to watch Derrick Henry
Don't
just
get me
like run
started.
through people.
Scotty loves LeBron. Let's not bring him up. So LeBron plays in the NBA, which is the WNBA for men.
Yeah, it's the MNBA.
Yeah, just so you know. Just so you're aware of what
Like
it
I
is.
said, don't get me started.
All right.
I
That
don't
is
call
it.
him LaFlop for
No,
nothing.
you guys are both nuts. It's
might
Ravens,
be.
Ravens by 2 scores.
I'm telling you, it's my gut. It's telling me. Something's telling me Detroit are going to get it done.
Ravens
Yeah.
by 2 scores.
I could be very wrong. Like I'm not saying it's going to be a crapshoot. They're going to win easily. Like I think it's. I just feel like they're going to
Monday night at
There's-
home.
I think you're understating how much talent the Lions have.
No, I'm saying that there's just more talent on
Where?
both sides of the ball for
Where?
the
Go.
Ravens.
Hang on. Let's go through the Ravens.
Defensively,
Lamar,
defensively,
obviously.
they're equal. Yeah, what do you mean? Obviously, the guy's a very good player. Like
Yeah.
especially during the regular
Running back,
season.
I'm taking Gibbs over Henry
No,
right
no,
now.
No,
Right
no way.
now, absolutely.
No.
Oh, it's tough. Give him a push. Like they're both.
Yep.
like,
Receivers, Lions,
Lions.
hands down.
easy.
O line, Lions, hands down.
Yeah.
Not even comparable.
O line, I'll give it to the Lions. Yeah,
But I think almost everywhere on defense, the
Ravens are better.
The defensive backs are much better. Brian Branch is a really
Arnold-
good player.
Arnold's good. Branch is good.
Fine.
There's safety. Joseph's good. Like the Lions aren't slouches on
I
defense.
didn't say they were slouches. I'm saying that the
Who's the star pass rusher for? Who's getting all the pressures for Baltimore?
Kyle Van Noy, obviously.
Yeah, cool.
14
I'm
sacks
taking-
last year.
Yeah, cool. Where has he been this year?
Mbappe, the D tackle, I think that's how you say his name. Tommy, did I get it right? Is it Mbappe? Sure. Yeah. Sorry, did Tommy
Anyway,
say yes?
But like the defense is a bit of a wash. Like, why did they have to bolster their defensive back room so much for the Ravens?
Because they could.
Because they got
they-
Burns.
because they got to beat Josh Allen and they got
like
to beat,
Wiggins,
they got to beat
Wiggins
the
isn't that
Chiefs.
good. Wiggins is okay.
Well, yeah, you're right.
I'm taking Arnold over Wiggins.
Yeah, that's fair.
And like Kyle Hamilton's a freak. He's a top 3 safety in the league.
But
Like,
you're right. Kirby Joseph is very good.
Kirby
Brian
Joseph-
Branch is very good.
like that's what I'm saying. Like
It's a good game.
you're like, oh no, they're all shit. They're all shit.
I didn't say
They're
it was shit. I didn't say they were shit. That's not what I said. I said they're 2 very good teams. I think the Baltimore at home are a better team. The Lamar factor is huge because a lot of NFC teams don't see him that often, and they don't.
What
they
coach are you taking?
can't scheme against?
No, Campbell.
Campbell.
I'm always saying
Like the biggest difference is Lamar over Goff, but then everything else, the Lions is a push
It's a
or
big-
better.
It's a big difference, though. It's a big difference.
Okay,
yeah.
well,
how it
wait and
plays
see.
out.
This is what makes
I've just got a feeling.
that's what makes this game so good. Then I just feel,
It's an excellent game.
It's going to be a good game. Both teams put up over 40 points
last week. Yep.
So
against
right.
the 2 buys.
still,
But they still
still gotta do it.
Still got to
Yeah.
do it. That's
Yeah.
right.
All right, that is it for us this week. Reminder, Sporting
Sorry,
Globe.
Likely's back as well for Baltimore
That's
as
a-
well.
that's a
So
good-
Oh, that's a good in.
that's a big
very good
in.
It's a very good in. That's a huge in, actually.
But Laporta's better.
Yes, Laporta's better than both of their tight ends.
Yeah.
Scotty on a hill is my favorite.
God, it's
thing.
on. He's
If
off
I
a
ever
long
had
run
to
up
pick
tonight.
one person to be on a hill fighting for me, it's Scott.
You don't know stubborn
he
until
will
you know
fight.
me.
He will fight
That's okay.
anything.
I haven't got any skin in
can,
the
La-
game.
can Laporta drop a 2-yard pass?
Nah, he usually wins those games.
yeah, that's what. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
He's
All
a
right.
bit,
fine.
bit more clutch than M. Andrews.
Yeah.
Zero
Mark
votes.
Andrews.
Shout out to Mark Andrews for his 2 catches and 4 yards for the season.
Hey, he's had a good career. Give him a go. All right, we got to get out of here. That's it. Get onto our socials. Follow them all. Sporting Globe.
Yeah,
Set
yeah.
at the
Get,
start
set
of
the
the
app
show.
up. Yep.
Get the app. Set up your account. If you
Any
don't already have
questions
it,
before we go?
go into the personal.
Shout out to listeners.
Go into the personal option. I think having 5 minutes of no sound probably didn't help much.
Yeah, that's fair.
Go into the
Yeah, one
personal-
question is know how to use a microphone. That's
Yeah,
one of them.
Fair. Who
Yeah,
said that? I agree 100%.
Hey,
Brock's watching like
He's finally got his chance.
That's all right. I'll shut him down a bit in the comments. Don't worry.
I just sorted him out, did you? I'm shocked you two have found a way to have an argument tonight. All right,
Hey, sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail, mate.
get on the Sporting Globe, sign up, help us out. We love it. There'll be something posted tomorrow showing you how to do it. I'm going to do a little video screen share of how you do it,
Boom.
and there will be a giveaway for it. So tune out for that tomorrow. Shout out to Tommy on the 1s and 2s doing
Absolutely.
absolute
Killing
good
it.
work tonight. Shout out to you boys. See you Wednesday night, everybody.
Peace.
Ciao.
Peace.